Hey peeps! Welcome to the first of what I hope shall be many Talking Point videos that I'll be making and sharing with you, either here on my Instagram channel or over on the YouTubes for anybody who's unwilling to sacrifice their personal information to Mark Zuckerberg and instead chooses to sacrifice their personal information to Susan Wojcicki and Google. Also, for anyone watching on Instagram, this is the big video project I announced a few days ago, so surprise! Now, aside from butchering the names of two rather dodgy individuals on purpose, because I can't be bothered to look up the actual proper pronunciations of their names, there is actually a point to this intro segment. I just wanted to apologise for a lack of any real intro for this video, aside from me just talking. I didn't have time to make a proper intro, because I was just starting university this week, so time has been a little constricted. I want to make a proper professional looking intro for this series at some point in the future, but I just wanted to get this video done to kind of prove to myself that I can actually make this kind of video efficiently, and also to show people what I want to make in the future and what to expect. With that out of the way, I'll leave any more useless crap I have to say until the end of the video. Talking about useless crap, that's what this video is actually about. Our college was a complete shambles. Wow, that was very upfront. I mean, stats aside, our college wasn't exactly the greatest place to go and learn. We had about 2 good teachers, and the facilities were there. The PCs were defective though. I mean, I used a USB stick for 3 whole years and had no problems with it, but 2 weeks at college was enough to put it out of action for good. Now that I think about it, I actually had 2 old USBs that worked really well until I went to college, then both died in just 2 weeks of me using them around the college. I then got 2 new ones, and kinda just sent them straight to their deaths. I'm sorry, brave soldiers. Your brave sacrifice will not go forgotten. Although, straight after the 4th USB died, I just said fluff it and used the college's FTP server instead. Aside from deadly facilities, they also had kinda crappy staff. Does this count as slander? I don't think they really care about a dumbass furry slagging them off. We actually got one of our teachers fired because they were so bad at doing their job that everyone failed his unit and someone else had to step into the class to teach us instead. Although that's a good story for another video. One such member of staff was the head of the college. Well, at least I think she was anyway. I mean, she walked around like she was, but honestly, she could have just had a stick up her arse. No, I am not drawing that. This woman looked like the stereotypical Karen. Right hair, right walk, right, I want to speak to the manager attitude. She was the college Karen. Now that I think about it, I think she even had a Starbucks in her hand at the time. On this day, me and Ryan were sat in the same corner of the first floor that we had always sat in. We'd sit in the corner straight across from the staff room and would have the teachers walking past us multiple times every break, and even had a few regularly talk to us about random crap while sat in the corner. But of course, on that one fateful day, we got the Karen. Now, she obviously didn't often grace us computer science students on floor 1. We were obviously like the scum under her shoe in her mind, and we just happened to be in her line of sight that day. So me and Ryan were sat in our corner, doing our tasks. No, wait, no, I mean playing Smash Bros, when this woman came walking around the corner. At first she just sort of shot us a death glare as she made her first pass. You know the type of stare I mean, the kind that could melt a continental glacier from 15,000 paces, but not quite give Luigi a run for his money. Seriously, that guy has some severe issues. This time though, she sort of left us sitting there still playing Smash Brothers. About a game later, she decides to come back and, with a perfectly Karen voice, starts asking us to stand up because we're making the place look untidy. Like, bitch! You could have just said that I look like a lopsided parsnip directly, rather than hiding behind that analogy. Anyways, we apologised and said that we'd moved down to the Starbucks located below. We began to move, collecting the switch from the floor and putting it in my bag. She started to leave as we did this, but literally 5 seconds later, she turned around and started spouting off about how we were ignoring her. I just kept calm and explained that no, we're just getting her stuff and leaving like you asked. Leaving out the part where her mother was a hamster and her father smelt of elderberries. This, of course, wasn't good enough for her, so she decided to pull her ultimate Karen final smash and demanded to know our names to have us kicked out of the college just because she was having a bad day and the brown water in her stupid plastic cup wasn't up to her brown water connoisseur standards. So obviously, me being an epic gamer, my mind went to the two most obvious choices available to me at the time. Those, of course, being either suplexing the evil witch off the balcony, or simply telling her my name was Joe Mama. I did neither of these and instead just stood there. Ryan, meanwhile, stood there, as per usual, looking like he either didn't understand, or simply didn't care about the situation at hand. Honestly, sometimes I wonder what's going on inside Ryan's head.
The salami fit.
She then realised, after an embarrassingly long time might I add, that all students on campus are required to wear ID cards at all times. So she took our names from those, whilst reading my name completely wrong, further proving that humanity is doomed, that there is not currently or has never been any form of God, and that the heat death of the universe couldn't possibly come soon enough. Humanity as a concept was flawed, but the execution was a total toss-up. Reject modernism. Return to Panda. After taking our names like a true anti-vaxxer, she left us. So we decided to sit right back down and keep playing Smash. She didn't come back. Turns out she'd walked into the staff room complaining about us two sitting in that corner and then was instantly informed that it is completely allowed and we weren't doing anything wrong. That's what I like to call a true Karen move right there. So, what have we learned today, kids? We've learned that the world is a dangerous place full of Karens infesting every cafe and restaurant that they can crawl their saggy asses into. And we also learned that this dog is not yours and you cannot prove that I broke into your house, left tons of evidence, took a dump, and then left with it. Not the dump, the dog. Anyway fellas, thanks for tuning in to this first Talking Point. I hope you enjoyed your stay and we'll be back for more in the future. If not, I'll steal your dog. Take care all, and remember to wash behind your ears.